Okay, this is the HAMMERHART RUMBLE Meta event, and I am on Alac Heal Specter. So basically, the fight starts. These guys are chit-chatting, just get set in the story. When the fight actually starts, they're going to split to different arenas, and this on-screen will tell you where to go. You get a particular charge, you follow the person of the same charge. For instance, the dude is negative, and the sister is a positive charge. So first you start off, you break the dome, and then they split. So CC is good here. And if you see, I got the 2 achievements as well for this, for juking the 2. If you see above my utility bar, the 2 20s there, it's how many times you can get hit before you lose the achievement. So for that, it's pretty easy just to stay off to the side. I'll talk about those as we fight these bosses and see their particular mechanics. It's relatively easy, especially on ranged. But if you're going to do it, be a productive member, don't just AFK to get the achievement. Alright, so I got negative, it told me who to follow. I follow him to that teleporter, you see the negative sign over there. Fight starts, he's moving to his little pylon, and now it starts. So he does an AoE, kind of like a bomb, chooses like if you did the My Trin fractal, one person gets a bomb icon over their head, that's for that one. Now he does an AoE, so if you stay off to the side and kind of behind him, kind of like a raid boss, you're not going to worry about much, although he does do a jumping pounce. It took me a few to get used to the animation and figure out where that was. That can be dodged or jumped. And some of these attacks can even be ageist, and I'm sure they can be distorted. Okay, so I'm just going to try to stay out of those, or you can dodge right before it hits and still be fine as well. So some of these are real easy and obvious, like that one, that one. See that right there? That was where you jump or dodge. I didn't see it right away because I'm too busy looking at other stuff. But once you get used to knowing what to look for, it gets a lot easier. So when you fight this guy to about 75%, and then you're gonna swap to the sister. So every 25%, you swap to get to the other side, so you get them down to 25%. Then you're out in the middle, and we'll talk about that as we get there. So again, see, it's just easy to stay off to the side, DPS them down. I'm just keeping my peeps alive, giving them lots of barrier. So for this one, to separate into subs isn't really feasible because it's random who goes where, so I wouldn't worry about that. And see, there's that hop and jump. Now they can see it more clearly, it's a lot easier to pick up on. Plus I'm also just watching this and voicing over now, but I figured it out early. You'll see that near the end. So if you do join this, you need boon healers, boon DPS, and of course good DPS if you have it. But of course anybody's welcome, just those things make it a little bit easier, and so you kind of want to do that. Didn't quite get it, luckily I still have my stun break, which is the blinding powder. Cool part is, once you get these chiefs, next time you do the meta, you don't have to worry about avoiding that stuff. You can just face tank them, which is what I did later on. And be on the lookout, I also did the other meta as well, just finished that. I'm going to post a video of that later as well. It was my second time attempting it, first time victory. So okay, so now he goes underneath at 75%, of course the dome goes up, CC that action, and then you go to the teleporter because your polarity changes. It'll say it right on the screen, yeah, magnetic, signature does not match, so now you go through this portal. And I wasn't going to give him a free shot. Okay, now you got to run to the other portal. I have my Jade waypoint up over there, but also if you die, you go back to Connacht's Pub. There's a little teleporter that brings you back as well. So see, I have a little positive over my head. Hard to see because my Leggy gear animation blocks it. Okay, this one people have a hard time with the arrows and the red things. Look for where the red circle is going to be. Don't worry so much about the arrows. They stop at different points because they'll go to a certain point unless it's stopped by a player first. So if they're going to be in front of where people are on, I'm still going to be away from the arrows, but you can also be back behind them in a pinch and you should be fine. See, you dodged at the last minute. I evaded that. I didn't lose a counter. So you see that? I'm over here, and you see how you see where the circles are going to be. And as you can see, on Spectre can be challenging because Shroud skill 5 opens up an AoE that kind of resembles those. So that was kind of interesting. But Once you do it enough, you can tell the difference. Okay, so I'm going to get behind where the arrows are, and the other AoEs, they tend to overlap. She's the harder of the two to avoid, kind of, because she was a little bit quicker and just keeps really stacking her rotation pretty tight, but it's not terrible. So dodge the last minute, evaded, don't lose the counter, see the circles. We're going to move outside the circles because it's not the arrows that get you, it's where the circles end up. So spinning swords, it's like a combination of Kanexai and also Kanexai when he's in the convergence as well. That's how the arrows work. If you've done that one, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I recommend doing it. You get achievements and good loot, and it's quite fun. Especially on challenge modes. And in the next meta that I reference, I'm going to post later, I actually gave a shot to using the Luminary PDPS Alacrity, which was, that power Alacrity was really good. I just dishes out damage. It's gonna get nerfed. They all are because they're so overpowered, but that's okay. I'm just trying to learn the rotation, so even with the nerf, just another option for me to run rolls and builds. Alright, watch out for the circles, get behind, kind of tight views. The camera angle's kind of challenging here, but not bad. Okay, she's going in, we got her 50%. We're gonna bust that down, and then guess what? That's right. We are going to swap because now my polarity changed. Now I am a negative individual, so I'm going to go hang out with her negative brother. Okay, just going to watch AoEs out here. Ports are great. And now I'm back in the saddle again. So finish up with this guy. And you have to go all the way to the end if you're looking to get the achievement, because after this we go out to the middle and then you have them both, so you got more AoEs you gotta dodge. But again, it's not terribly hard, especially if you can be a little bit off stack. Again, I got hit by that, but you'll see I get it near the end. And you, if haven't done this or have done this, you have haven't figured out yet, you have the bonus to watching it calmly and figuring out the animation with all the other junk that's going on. And I do keep my graphics at the lowest for best performance for World vs. World and these big meta events, so I don't get as much lag. Okay, he's at 40%-ish. His name's Jimmy Hammerheart. We call him Uncle Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy's gonna lose this fight. Kind of feel bad for him, the way his sister picks on him, says he's an idiot. I bet if she's a bit more patient with him and maybe spent some time mentoring him, she wouldn't be as frustrated if she put the time in up front. Of course, this might be because she's got low self-esteem, fragile ego, so she's got to bully him all the time, make her feel better about herself and her own shortcomings. Got that one. You see that action? I am so pumped. Okay, he's at 32, getting closer to 25. Okay, he's jumping. Dodge, look at that action. Alright, now we go back to the mid. No CC bar. Straight to mid. Because that's where your CC bar is going to be. Gotta bust the dome out again. This build has amazing CC. So you see I have 15 and 10 left on the achievement above my skill bar. So I got plenty, but I'm still going to be as careful as I can be. But I can still support my peeps from off stack. That's the beauty of this build. Good, dodge that. Finally getting it. Actually managed to evade that red circle. Nice. Didn't lose a counter. Alright, that's another one down. It's nice too when you get them to stack, because isn't anything just makes it go faster, especially with AoE bursts. Although I know I'm not telling you anything else I need to know. Anything else you don't know, because you all probably already know that, but I guess it's just part of my walking peeps through this. Alright, they're down to 10%, and they have like a shared health pool, so it doesn't matter which one you target. It's kind of like how Sniper and the Mech are linked on Canning Overlook. Not exactly the same, but similar. So that's why this phase isn't too bad. Alright, 5%, almost there. I still have 12 and 8 on my achieve bar. Let's go. Yeah, this way out made it easier to dodge that. Can't brag about that one. But with stability, it wouldn't matter. Alright, 1%. I did it. So check out the Chiefs. Juke Jimmy completed. Juke Jessica completed. And we're going to send these two off to therapy so they can learn how to get along. Or I just gave them some tough love therapy. Who knows? What do you guys think? Alright, well, hopefully this helps you out. It was fun to complete. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a most excellent day.